All right, we back, man. Not sure what happened there. Let me update y'all with my plays. So right now we right here, pick number 8. We went Malik Neighbors, Drake London, Breece Hall, James Cook. Like I was saying, we're gonna try to get rounds 3, 4, 5. We're gonna try to go running back. We had some catching up to do since we were forced to go double wide receiver. That's okay. We'll still make something shake. I wonder why my stream died. I have no idea why that happened. But anyway, we back now. Hey, I went to go see F1 the movie this weekend or this week. Boy, best movie I ever seen. And, you know, I wasn't even any type of NASCAR, F1, Indy. I wasn't a fan of any type of motorsport, racing sport. But after watching F1, I think they got me. I think they got me as a fan now. Because that one, we're going to go, we rolling in the deep. We're going to go get Travion Henderson out the deep, y'all. We went and got Travion Henderson out the deep. We took him over Calvin Ridley, Joe Rome, Joe Burrow. We didn't have any Bengals receivers. We weren't going Joe Burrow. We took Travion over Connor and Harvey and Chris Olave too. I just think that there's gonna be he's gonna be like Jahmyr Gibbs. And when I say he's gonna be like Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm saying he could do a lot of damage with 10, 15 touches a game. It's only gonna take him 10 to 15 touches a game. One of them things gonna pop. Josh McDaniels is gonna dial something up. Boop, boop, boop. Josh McDaniels gonna dial it up. 80 yards, touchdown. He gonna be very, very useful some weeks in best ball. And we needed backs, man. We needed backs. We might go, and we're gonna try to go another back here. Let's see if who's available. I don't see any backs available that I have to have. And since I don't see any backs available that I have to have, I'm going to go ahead and add to a receiver, get another NFC South receiver, Chris Olave, and I'm expecting him to bully them boys in the NFC South. I'm talking about straight bully them. A lot of toast. A lot of toast at them corner positions in the NFC South. I know Atlanta Falcons beefed up their pass rush, so I'm expecting a better performance out of the secondary with the Atlanta Falcons. I didn't see much action in New Orleans Saints pass rush, nor did I see much action in their secondary in the offseason as far as new acquisitions. So I still believe that the Saints is going to be Swiss cheese out there in 2025. The problem is they're not going to be playing. The problem is a lot of teams are going to be playing with a lead, so that may lead to a lot of rushing attempts for the opposition. We up here in 4 picks. We are going to grab I was looking at some Packers film and what Matt LaFleur does out there in Green Bay. When you talk about getting guys open, he absolutely gets guys open out there. Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden just went, but Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, I expect him to be dialing things. I expect him to dial a lot of stuff up to get those guys wide open out there. I'm looking at Sam Laporta, but I don't really want Sam Laporta because my favorite tight ends are a little later in this draft. Good, he took him. I can't take him anyway. I'm going to go down and get Brian Robinson Jr. and hope he slams it in there about 10 times this year. Hopefully his receiving picks up just a tick, which, we know Austin Eckler is there. So we don't know how much it's going to tick up, but we just need a little bit more. We need a little bit more receiving production out of Brian Robinson, and I know that's a big ask. But it's a contract year, so he's going to be running hard. We back up. We're going to take best available here. We got to start looking. We got to start peeking at the quarterback, start peeking at the tight ends. I'm still not in the area where I really want to grab a tight end. Not a huge fan of TJ Hockenson or any of these guys that I'm seeing. I know what I want to do at quarterback. Okay, yeah, I'm going to roll down in the deep again for another back. I'm going to go down here, and it was going to be between Travis Etienne. I got 8, 9, 7, 14, 12. Looking at my bye weeks. I'm going to grab Travis Etienne. Oh, my goodness. Come on, I wasn't that late, man. All right, they're going to give me TJ Hockenson. I wasn't that late. Probably saved me from myself anyway. Although I'm not thrilled about that. I was clicking Travis Etienne as I had a half a second left, man. Come on, Underdog. All right, so we done got our tight end. It's not my tight end, but we got a tight end in TJ Hockenson. We needed one. We didn't have one, so we got him at ADP. Hopefully he can stay healthy this year, man. How old is he? I just need to know how old he is. That's going to tell me all I need to know. Although TJ, he get hurt so much. He might be 20. He 28, but he got 32 years worth of football on his knees, it feels like. Read some recent news about TJ Hockenson. TJ Hockenson is poised for an enormous 2025 season. I hope so. I hope so, man, but we'll see. I was going to go Travis Etienne. I'm curious to see if I was to go Travis Etienne right here, was he going to come back to me anyway? Because he's still on the board. It's not likely that he is going to come back to me. It's getting lonely. I'm going to keep posting videos, man. One day we're going to have 1,000 folks on these streams. Travis Etienne might actually come back to me. I don't think he is. I'm going to be prepared for him not to. If he doesn't, I'm going to go down. I'm going to roll down. I'm still not ready to grab quarterbacks yet. All the quarterbacks have come off back-to-back-to-back picks. I might need to grab one. I'm looking at. I got one I'm eyeing. I got one that I'm eyeing. I don't know who I would pair him with this late in the. Okay, I know what I'll do. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna go Caleb Williams. I'm gonna grab Caleb Williams. I like what Caleb Williams does. I like Ben Johnson. I like what Caleb Williams does with his legs. I like his arm talent. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to pair. He shouldn't be gone. I'm gonna try to pair him up with Luther Burden, the rookie. But he's nice. I know he's nice. So, and I think he's better than Rome Odunze. I think when camp comes to an end or during the middle of the season, I think Ben Johnson's going to realize that Luther Burden is better than Rome Odunze as far as just a guy that's got a little bit more to him than Rome Odunze got. Just a little bit more. Let me check this chat. What's up, my boy? You good? Keeping the content rolling, man. I'm keeping it going, my boy. Appreciate you for stopping in. I'm going to go ahead and pair Luther Burden up with Caleb Williams. Like I said, Luther Burden just got a little bit more than Rome Odunze. And Ben Johnson gonna like that. Luther Burden might get that Amon-Ra St. Brown role in Chicago. I don't know. Hey, the way I'm seeing best ball, the way I'm seeing these best ball tournaments fill up, I think we're on the front of the wave. I really do, best ball Q. I think we're on the front of the wave, man. I think this season is the beginning. We got a long road ahead of us. We 7 picks away. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my quarterback here. I was thinking about if I could. Now I'm gonna grab my tight end here if I can. I'm not gonna say his name because every time I say his name, he's gone. Forget it. Best ball Q ain't in here with me. I'm trying to hop on my boy Tucker Kraft. I think he's one of the best tight ends in the league. We went joke and he gone. Hey, best ball Q, man, you see F1 the movie? Jordan Love goes quarterbacks are flying off the board. I said I got a feeling pick. I'm going with Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown only played 2 regular season games with Kansas City Chiefs last year. 15 targets in the last 2 games of the season. That's with DeAndre Hopkins on the roster playing active. That's with Xavier Worthy active. That's with Travis Kelce active. And then he had, 15 targets in 3 games in the playoffs? So, yeah, Hollywood Brown all the way, man. Best movie I ever saw. I'm gonna put that in the chat. F1, the movie was the best movie I ever saw. I was never a racing fan. I was never a NASCAR Indy fan. F1 got me wanting to go to Monaco and watch it live. Best movie I ever seen, and my top movie of all time was Top Gun, the original Top Gun. But I had to put F1 the movie over Top Gun. So you already know what time it is. I'm going to go pair up Drake London with Michael Penix. Easy decision. Oh, look at that. I should have checked Caleb Williams and Michael Penix, both week 5. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go 3 quarterbacks this draft. Yeah, go check that thing out, man. See what the board looking like. We got 2 week 5 quarterbacks. Let me see who my competition is. I like this roster right here. Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irvin, Lamar. Whoo-wee! Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irvin, Lamar. Then DJ and Devontae. This guy knows ball. Yeah, he knows ball. Tony Pollard, Tyrone Tracy, Rashid Shaheed. I think he knows ball. What do we need, though? We can't be worrying about the other teams. We need to pair up another tight end with T.J. Hockenson. We might need to get 2 tight ends messing with T.J. Hockenson. A backup and then a backup. My boy's a little fragile. My biggest fade this season, actually, who I haven't took at all in the first round. I wouldn't even call him a fade, but I go with the best. I go with the zero wide receiver strategy a lot. I have 0 CeeDee Lamb. So he has been my biggest fade this year, and that's not because he's not that guy. It's just because he's in that 4th spot, and I've taken Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan over him every single time. And it might come back, and I have a feel there's going to be weeks that I'm going to regret that, I'm sure. Let's go Tyler Algier here. I'm a Falcon season ticket holder. I call him Bull. I know, man. I know Best Ball Q. I know. It's just that where he's at. I just have not. I'm gonna start getting some more CeeDee Lamb exposure, man. It's just ridiculous. 2 years ago, him and Dak won it all for me, and I've been absolutely disrespecting that guy. I'm actually gonna go look, man. I think I'm 6 picks away. I'm not gonna go look. I haven't hit the CeeDee Lamb button all year. Crazy. And we know he's going to get 170 targets. We know he's going for 1,400 yards. But, yeah. And my biggest fade at running back's been Derrick Henry. I don't have any Derrick Henry. And my biggest fade at quarterback has been Josh Allen. I'm up. Go best player available. We're going to go down here and get a guy that I really like. Man, I really like Demario Douglas. I like Demario Douglas. I'm excited to see what Josh McDaniels is going to do with Demario Douglas. Is Demario Douglas going to be in that Wes Welker role for the New England Patriots? I think he has a chance to be that guy. I think he has a chance to be the slot guy receiving 120. That's a little much. 100 plus targets this season with Josh McDaniels put in some work in the slot. Right now we sit with Caleb Williams, Michael Penix. We got Breece Hall, James Cook, Travion, Brian Robinson. What I like about this is none of them are on the same bye week. I love that. We had to go wide receivers early. We grabbed Malik Neighbors with the toe. We worried about the toe. We grabbed Malik Neighbors, Drake London, Chris Olave, Luther Burden, stacked him with Caleb Williams, Hollywood Brown, who I think is going to be he's going to be one of the surprise receivers of the year. Like I was talking about earlier, Hollywood Brown got 15. 7 picks away. Let me see. True. Who's your number one guy at wide receiver? I mean, of course, if you're picking number one, it's going to be Jamar Chase if you're picking one of these best balls. But after Jamar Chase, who you been picking up? Justin or CD? and I don't even know what to do. You got to tell me what to do, man. I don't even know what to do in that 8, 9, 10 slot with Puka, Nico, and Malik. That's the tough decision with me because I only think Puka works with Matthew. Malik Neighbors, he got that toe issue. He's out there rocking in the New York Giants offense. And Nico, I'm just not that much of a believer yet. I'm going to have to see one more season of Nico before I'm absolutely sold on his game. We got to get another tight end. We're going to go with Mason Taylor, man. He was drafted in the 2nd round. He got the NFL pedigree. And then we're absolutely done with tight ends. Nico, 75%. Okay, I got to watch some more Nico. Film, man. I just think he's I hate to say this, he's not a poor man's, he's a middle class Calvin Johnson. He's a middle class Megatron for me. I just need to see a little bit more. It's hard for me to take him over guys like Malik Neighbors and Puka Nacua. I know CJ Stroud's gonna get it to him, but yeah, I've been fading Nico a lot. When I look at the Nico film and I look at the Drake London film, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I feel like Drake London he has a higher ADP, and I feel like I think he's a stud. I think he's a better player than Nico Collins. I think he's gonna have a bigger year than Nico Collins, and I could get him about 5 picks later. I'm back on the clock. I'm still going with best player available. I went ahead and got 2 quarterbacks, both week 5 buys. I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance on Anthony. No, man, my computer must be lagging. Cade Otton. Well, this one is toast, my boys. 60% Nico. I think he was wide receiver. DP, I think he was wide receiver number 1 with Tank on the field, to be honest. That's just me. Yeah, Bijan. Well, Bijan's looking at it probably about, going off of touches, he's probably looking at about 350 touches, 300 to 350 touches, over 250 carries. Somewhere around 60 receptions. Right now we sitting with Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, both week 5 buys. That's not ideal. Breece Hall, James Cook, Travion Henderson, Brian Robinson, and Tyler Algier as my backs. Malik Neighbors, Drake London, Chris Olave, Luther Burden stacked in with Caleb Williams. Drake London is stacked with Michael Penix. The sleeper of the year, you heard it here first. The sleeper of the year, Hollywood Brown. Got him with Demario Douglas, and then my tight ends is looking absolutely abysmal with T.J. Hawkinson, Mason Taylor, Cade Otton. Absolutely abysmal. But here we are. Y'all think Anthony Richardson is going to get the start this year? Is he going to beat Daniel Jones out in camp, or is that shoulder going to break like glass? I appreciate you, DP. I'm not as confident in it as you are, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I auto-drafted T.J. Hawkinson, and I auto-drafted Cade Otton. I had my thumb on other guys, and I both auto-drafted both of them, man. Mooney was going crazy last season. But we remember what Mooney did his first year in Chicago. He been a baller. He just needed somebody to give him the ball. I'm going to go back. I have no idea. I haven't looked at the news. But Devin Neal has absolutely, his ADP has absolutely fell off of a cliff. I didn't see any signing news. I didn't see anything about anybody coming to town. Devin Neal has absolutely fell off a cliff when it comes to ADP. If Jarquez, see, that's a tough one, man. I don't know if it's Jarquez Hunter or Blake Corum. I have no idea who is the guy behind Kyron Williams. I do not know. Let's go Blake. Let's go Jarquez Hunter. Corum had his chance, man. And Jarquez Hunter, he balled out. Hey, he did it in the SEC. Man, we're going to get in one more best ball. It's Friday night. I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Matter of fact, when I get on, I said I'm going to quit my job when Matthew Berry hires me onto the set. So, Matthew Berry, if you ever see this, all right, shoot, maybe this one's, hey, you know, this might be the one that's going to win us $100K. Yeah, we in the puppy too. We in the puppy too. I'm going to get in one more puppy too. And then I'm going out. Friday night, I have to go out and see what's out there, man. Let's go ahead and get in one more puppy. The puppy almost filled up. If you ain't best ball Q, you better get in some puppies. We gonna get one more puppy too. You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. Let's go ahead and get in this puppy too. Why you try to act like you don't know where I'm at, man? You know I'm. All right, there we go. Yeah. Location area. Come on, man. I just logged in from my phone then. You know where I'm at. Best ball mania. Anybody got any of them best ball manias? I'm not ready to get in that yet. I would need to know if I'm putting $25 on something. I need to know who made it through camp. I need to know who made it through camp healthy if I'm getting in. If I'm putting $25 on something. Yeah, I did one or two. I'm gonna get in more once the preseason is over. I need a little bit more information. Pick 10. See, that's what I'm talking about. Pick 10. That's that Nico, Malik, and Puka pick. Right there. And then Amon-Ra. Don't let me leave out Amon-Ra. That's that Puka, Malik, Nico, and Amon-Ra St. Brown pick right there. That pick 10. Or you can roll down in the, I'm rolling in the deep. Or you can roll down in the deep with that ADP and go get Ashton Genty. Who knows what Ashton Genty's going to do? I don't know if he can catch the football. I mean, and Ashton Genty, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I saw him balling out against San Diego State. I saw him balling out against Utah State. I saw him balling out against Georgia Southern. And then I think about guys like Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. You know, what would they have done at Boise State? 3,000 yards maybe? I'm gonna go Nico. Just cause y'all told me Nico's that guy, and I don't have any Nico. I'm gonna smash the Nico button here, unless Christian McCaffrey's still there, which he won't be. I'm gonna smash the Nico button, and I'm gonna hold my breath for Devon. There goes McCaffrey. McCaffrey's ADP went up so much in the past couple weeks. I remember when he was going at the turn. All right, Nico, Big Blue. How many targets did Nico get? Look at that. Nico ain't never even hit 150 targets before. That's what worries me. The big dogs hit 150 targets. Look at Amon Ra. Oh, he gone. I can't see him no more. Look at Brian Thomas, 133 targets. The big boys, 158 targets. Drake London, A.J. Brown. He in Philly. Let me get ready. A-Chain gone. Look at that. Drake London. All right, I'm going Genty. Let's see what you got, Genty. Let's see what Chip Kelly can do for you. Yeah, they didn't have to throw to him, because he was taking them guys 80. He was taking them 80, 3-play drives, 80 yards. Ashton Genty got all 80, 3 carries for 80 yards. The holes that Ashton Genty was running through were as big as Idaho. We start this thing off with Genty and Collins. I have never had this combination before, so this is a roster. The algorithm, the Underdog is going to have to verify it is me going Nico Collins and Ashton Genty the first 2 picks. They don't even know who I am. We still gonna try to slam backs here. We're gonna go, as they like to call it in the industry. I guess they call it hero wide receiver. Anyway, we're gonna go hero wide receiver here, and we are going to absolutely try to slam backs for the next 2 picks. Who your team, Best Ball Q, man? Who you root for on Sundays? You online with a Falcons guy, man. Can't wait to get back into the bins this year. Yeah, I gotta see. Yeah, my season tickets are at the very top of the bins, but I'm in there. I might be at the top of the bins with my season tickets, but I'm in there, fellas. We still gonna try to slam backs here, man. Josh Jacobs is gone. Chase Brown is gone. There's still room for us to slam a couple more backs. Me too. That's true. I'm a red zone guy myself. I watch red zone from 8 hours of uninterrupted football. I'm red zone from 1 o'clock to about, when's the 4 o'clock games go off? 7 o'clock? Hey, why they start putting commercials in red zone though, man? They start putting ads in red zone, and I don't like that. We're going to go double hammers here. Ashton Genty. That's really, truly double smash mouth running backs. We're going to go Ashton Genty and Kyron Williams. If I had to make my prediction between the both of them, they're going to fall into the end zone at least 25 to 30 times. We're going to go Kyron. People hate on Kyron, man. They say his production doesn't match the amount of carries that he gets. He's one of the least efficient backs in the NFL. But guess what? This fantasy, man, it's a volume game. Who y'all like, Amarion Hampton or James Cook? The rookie or James Cook? I thought J.K. Dobbins was good. I thought J.K. Dobbins did just fine last year. They wanted better. They wanted to go get Najee. Although Najee blew his eye off with a firework. Oh, it probably was a sparkler. He probably held the sparkler too close to his face. We're going to go James Cook. We got our 3 backs. Unfortunately, we got a double 8 bye week here. Yeah, I wonder what Najee out really looking like. Is it looking like what's the dude? What's Jean Pierre? Is it looking like what's his name? Is it Jean Pierre? Who's the one who blew his hand off with a firecracker? The defensive end. Jason went to the University of South Florida. Blew his hand off. Played for the Bucks. Played for a bunch of people. All right, 16 picks away. Let's go see what this board looks like. Jason Pierre-Paul? Nah, that sounds kind of right. All right. We need to go ahead and slam some receivers for the 5th and 6th round of this draft. And that's what we gonna do. I would be more than happy getting Chuba Hubbard. I think people are sleeping on Chuba Hubbard. He has made his way up the ADP board. He has jumped Kenneth Walker. So I'm not the only one who's feeling Jason Pierre-Paul. Yeah, that's the name. Hopefully Najee Harris' eye don't look like Jason Pierre-Paul's hand. Because if it does, I mean, do you need 2 eyes to play running back? You might just need one good one. If you let some Pittsburgh Steelers fans talk about Najee Harris, he never had any vision in the first place. Sometimes those Bama backs, man, they'll fool you. Trent Richardson, Najee Harris. The other one that is not coming to mind right now that was in and out the league, Eddie Lacy, although he had one good year. He just ate his way out the league, unfortunately. All right, we back up. We got our 3 backs. We are looking at, I have not drafted much Travis Hunter this year. I don't know how much DB he's going to play. I mean, I can't have my wide receivers playing no DB. I don't even want you thinking about covering nobody. All I need you to think about is catching footballs. Let's see Zay Flowers' targets. 108 targets and 116 targets. Can we bump that up just a little? Roma Dunze. I'm going to give Roma Dunze some more love, man. I'm going to give Roma Dunze love again. I've been off of him for a couple weeks now. I just didn't like the way he got open. But I still think Jaylen Warren's the guy. I still think Jaylen Warren is going to be the guy. Caleb Johnson didn't do much pass protecting in Iowa. I don't think his pass protection is going to be there just yet. And one thing that you're going to have to do when you got Aaron Rodgers standing back there dishing out the football, you're going to have to be able to understand pass protection. I don't think Caleb Johnson's all the way there yet in regards to being able to protect Aaron Rodgers like he needs to week in and week out every Sunday. Man, are we going to go get Travion Henderson? No, we're not. R.J. Harvey. I was big on R.J. Harvey. I like R.J. Harvey. I'm taking R.J. Harvey here. I'm done taking backs now. I like R.J. Harvey here. The J.K. Dobbins news kind of threw me off with R.J. Harvey. I'm not sure exactly what that split's going to look like, but we do know that Sean Payton is more than willing to give heavy volume to rookie running backs. All we need to do is go look back at his history with Alvin Kamara, his rookie year. Alvin Kamara won lot of people a lot of money his rookie year of fantasy football. Yeah, I'm done with running backs though, best ball. I'm done with them. I'm not grabbing no more. I gotta look in other places. We're done with running backs, but guess what? We're gonna be scrambling everywhere else. Nico and Rome's games, they very. We're gonna try to. We got Nico and Rome. We're gonna try to get C.J. Stroud and Caleb. We might, even if we gotta go down into the deep to go get C.J. Stroud and Caleb, we're gonna try to get C.J. We're gonna try to pair those guys up with C.J. Stroud and Caleb. I want Matthew. Matthew Golden's already gone. There must have been some Matthew Golden news come out because he has climbed up the ADP board for the past couple drafts that I've been in. And I see why. I know why, because he's an absolute dog. Ashton Jeanty, Kyler Williams, James Cook, RJ Harvey. We're done with backs for right now. We should be solid. We got Nico Collins and Rome Odunze at wide receiver. We're still targeting wide receivers. There's still some good ones on the board. I remember somebody sent me a comment on one of my videos. They were questioning why I went with Darnell Mooney over Brandon Ayuk. Hey, and I know Brandon Ayuk's going to be available week 15, 16, 17 when it counts, but damn it, you got to make it to the playoffs to win the playoffs. So that's why I usually go Darnell Mooney. I need my guys on the field week 1. I need points. That's what best ball is all about. Who has the most points at week 14 to get to the playoffs? I got my eye on. I'm Khalil. Josh Darnell. Michael Pittman. I watched Michael Pittman film today. He was all right. He was okay. I'm going to go Michael Pittman, man. I know I love Josh Downs, but I'm going to go Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman knows how it feels to get 150 balls coming his way. I'm going to go Michael Pittman. And I'm back up. No, not a Emeka Egbuka. All right, I'm going down in the deep for Rashad Bateman. Hey, if you haven't checked out my Rashad Bateman video, go check that out. I think he's going to be one of those value picks at wide receiver. Lamar Jackson loves him. Baltimore just paid him. See who I like. Who's my competition here? I like this one right here, Bijan and Bucky. You can't go wrong with 2 NFC South running backs. Whew. Yeah, I do not rock with Marvin Harrison like that. I just don't think he gets open. You might, if you want to blame Kyler Murray, then blame Kyler Murray. But I'm not blaming Kyler Murray. I think Marvin Harrison doesn't have any. He doesn't have any wiggle, and I don't think he is very fast. So, I stay away from Marvin Harrison. But I like this squad. DJ Moore, Jameson Williams, Laporta. He went and took a chance on Quinshon Judkins. That's a crazy situation. All right, but what do we need? We're going to focus on our team. We still need a quarterback. We said that we were going to try to pair up C.J. Stroud with Nico Collins, and we're going to try to pair up Caleb Williams with Rome Odunze. We still have an opportunity to do that. We're only a couple picks away. Our guys are still on the ADP board, so that's exactly what we're going to try to do. Even if we got to, and, the fantasy experts, they say that, stick with the ADP. Don't go against the ADP. I I ain't subscribing to that, man. I ain't subscribing to that. If I like somebody, I'll go 20 picks down to grab them, especially if I'm trying to stack. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and try to stack Caleb. Not Cam Scatterboo. I like you, Cam Scatterboo, at Arizona State. I don't know how you're gonna do in the NFL. We're gonna grab Caleb Williams here. It might be too early to go down there and get CJ Stroud, so we're gonna go with a tight end. It's my favorite tight end still on the board. Tucker Kraft is my favorite tight end. Don't like any of these wide receivers. I have put J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey together before. I'm not going to do it today. I don't want Drake May because I'm going to get C.J. Stroud. Maybe I'll go ahead. Luther Burden? Yeah, I mean, no way am I taking Scatterboo. Especially, there was a time, you know this, there was a time when Scatterboo's ADP was ahead of Tracy. Let's go ahead and just get Tyler Warren. I watched enough Tyler Warren at Penn State to know that he is an absolute football player. He's a real player. Yeah, Scatterboo, you know, but hey, what I saw him, when he was out there playing with Arizona State, though, man, especially that first round playoff game, college football, he went absolutely crazy. True, maybe true, but you know, there's a couple good backs out there. There's a couple good white boys out there playing running back. Christian McCaffrey being one of them, man. I'm not going to call him the only one either. What's my boy name in Philly? Scatterboo? Yeah, he is slow. He's slow. He is very slow. But he ain't trying to run away from nobody. He's trying to run through your face mask. I don't know how it's success, but guess what? I don't know how success. He could do that at Arizona State playing against Arizona. I don't know if he's going to be able to run through people's face mask in the NFL because these guys is bringing a little bit more weight. Yeah, C-Mac blazing. What's the boy Will Shipley? He out there. He just buried in the depth chart. Christian Kirk's gone. Don't have much Christian Kirk. Let me see what this board looking like. Christian Kirk and Luther Burden at the turn. Tucker Kraft is gone. Tucker Kraft is my most drafted tight end this year. I've been drafting Tucker Kraft crazy. I think he's going to be a top 5 tight end this year. I love what Matt LaFleur does on offense. He gets his guys wide open. We're picking in 5 picks. We're going to try to pair up C.J. Stroud with Nico Collins. That's the goal. And he just went. Why did you take C.J. Stroud? What's your reason? Do you have anybody to pair up with C.J. Stroud? Why you want to take my guy? Nobody. And you already had 3. Come on, man. You already had 3 quarterbacks. You take C.J. Stroud. And you don't have nobody to pair him up with. All right. We move on. We're not worried about that. This is a Hollywood Brown day for me. I'm putting a lot of my eggs in Hollywood Brown's basket today. Pat Mahomes was talking good talk about him. I'm thinking we getting Oklahoma Sooners Hollywood Brown back this year. I'm hoping to go here, Isaiah Likely. That's what I'm hoping to do. Harbaugh said he was going to be an all-pro. If Coach said he's going to be an all-pro, then guess what? I believe him. Isaiah Likely. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not about to go out here and splurge tonight with this draft. I'm not feeling like I can go out there and drop a rack somewhere tonight with this draft, but it might bring us back something. We'll see. I'm not so confident I'm gonna spend all my money in the club. I'm not going to the club after this, man. I'm about to lay down, make me some bean soup, and watch quarterback. Or I've been watching some Apple TV. Got the best shows. Apple TV got the best TV series going right now on all streaming platforms. Right now I'm watching Stick with Owen Wilson. But I watched Silo. Ted Lasso is a classic. Ted Lasso might be one of the best series that I ever seen. All right, we got some work to do. We gotta go find a quarterback. We have to find a quarterback. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Is he gone? I'll make sure he's gone. No, he's not gone. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bryce, my boy Brycey. If he's there, let me be quiet before he's gone. I like Bryce Young, man. Bryce Young scored, 6 rushing touchdowns last year, and I know he was running for his life a lot, but still, man, number 1 pick in the NFL draft. They got him some weapons. He has a running back. I like Bryce Young, man. I think Bryce Young is a value pick here. If it was between these 4 guys, Bryce Young's gonna give you the most with his legs. Michael Penix has the most talent. Well, Tua got guys too, but we can't put no stock in Tua, man, because anything can happen with Tua. It only take one sack. Real strong. Happy for Bryce, man. Happy for Bryce. High character guy. At least that's what it looks like from the outside looking in. And like you said, at the end of the year, he was absolutely in rhythm. Coming off 3-step, coming off that back foot, delivering the ball. 5-step drop, coming off that back foot, delivering the ball. Let's go ahead and go Bryce Young. And if we get oh so lucky, we're going to pair him up with Xavier Legette. He has 5 receivers. He shouldn't be dying to get a receiver. He needs to go tight end, and he could do whatever. He needs to go running back. So I think he needs to go running back. So we're going to go ahead. Hey, that's clutch right there. We just paired up Bryce Young with Xavier Legette. I feel real good about that. I feel real good about that. Okay, let's put it this way. Ted McMillan went. Where's Ted at? Ted McMillan went at pick 43. I just grabbed Xavier Legette at pick 159. Now, I know me or you do not think that Ted McMillan is 110 picks better than Xavier Legette, who also has first round draft capital. So I think we both think that he's going way too early. 110 picks ahead of the first round receiver that you drafted last year is crazy. Yeah, now I haven't took T-Mac all year. Just simply off the fact that I can go get Legette at pick 160. Crazy. I watched Steve Smith Sr. talk about he profiled Tet, And let's just say he was not impressed at all with Ted. He basically called him a jag, just a guy. I ain't being that harsh on him, but guess what? You ain't playing for Arizona no more, young man. And I don't think he ran a 40 at the combine. I don't think he ran a 40. Oh yeah, he don't like Ted at all, man. Hey, if you don't run no 40, if you're a wide receiver and you don't run your 40 at the combine, I can't draft you. If you think you're gonna just sit in Indy, what do they like to eat in Indianapolis? I don't even know what the food choices in Indianapolis. But if you think you're gonna sit in Indy and eat deep dish pieces and not go out there and run at the combine, I can't draft you at wide receiver. I need to know how fast you are. We still need a little depth at running back. We're going to go Rico Dowdle, 1,000-yard rusher last year. That was the most quiet 1,000 yards of rushing that I've ever seen, but he did it. Derek Chuba is there. Okay, he ran a decent time at Arizona. I wonder what that time was. Let me see. I'm 2 picks away. I can't go nowhere yet. Ooh-wee. This is where you win it, but I am not in love with any of these people. I'm up next, too. Does Nick Chubb come back and do something? Does Nick Chubb give you a couple games? Let me get him anyway. I am not counting Nick Chubb out. I've seen him come back from horrific injuries, not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times he done come back from horrific injuries. Let me see what Ted did, man. Let me see what Ted 40 was. .448. That's what I think it is right there, though. 4.54 and 4.57. It says 4.48, but I think it was a 4.54, 4.57. He looked like a 4.5. I know a 4.4 guy when I see one. He looked like a 4.5, 4.55, 4.59 guy to me. All right, man. Let's make my last pick my best pick. I got 2 more. Make my last 2 picks my best 2 picks. Looking at what I need. I got 6 wide receivers. I am going to try. How we feeling about Jalen Coker? I mean, he had a good year, but they drafted Ted. They still got Adam Thielen. I don't think unless injury happens, I don't think they thinking about him. I don't think they thinking about him right now, man. Who else we got? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to take a couple chances here. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to take 2 guys that nobody's talking about. I'm going to take Elijah Moore, and I'm going to take Deontay Johnson in both of these drafts. No, with my last 2 picks, I'm going to take Elijah Moore, and I'm going to take Deontay Johnson. And they got Hunter Renfrow. Elijah Moore, $104 targets in 2023, 102 targets in 2024. I'm going to take Elijah Moore, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to be an absolute wild man, and I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to take Deontay Johnson. That's wild. That's wild. But I'm going to do it. Deontay Johnson is real wild. Let me rethink this. I got to rethink that. But why not, right? No, I can't go. I can't be that crazy. I'm gonna go Tyler Lockett, man. I ain't gonna be that crazy. I went Elijah Moore. I couldn't go Deontay. Deontay Johnson is a head case, man. Let's be honest with you. Deontay Johnson might spaz out on somebody in camp. Hey, man, that's gonna be it. Hey, Basketball Q, man, I appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you checking in with me, tapping in with me. It's been real as always, man. You have a good weekend. I'm gonna be back on here trying to win some money tomorrow, man. Come holler at me if you think about any strategies that you're going to use to win that cash, man. Yeah, bro, I'm going to keep it coming. Appreciate you, dog, man. Holler at me. I'll see you. I'll talk to you here in a couple days. I'm signing out.